ready for game time, Fairview? The game is just about to get underway. The game tonight features the Fairview Tornadoes hosting the Dragons, who come here from Parkside High. Time to get loud, Fairview fans. Let's make some noise for your Tornadoes.
Are you gonna just find your seat this time?
Hey, see.
Are you taping me?
Nah, I'm making phone calls, yo. I'm a networker. You know me. That's just what I do. Hey, yo, Freak. Hey, we're gonna make it rain tonight, baby. Woo!
Yeah, Freak, let's get that win. Look. Cuckoo!
Hey, get them hundreds out. Get them hundreds out for your boy.
Boys, nice and high.
Out of bounds. Where? Tornadoes ball.
Let's go, Fairview! Come on! Bring your game, Dragon!
The first quarter is in the books. Second quarter will begin in a few moments. Fairview fans, make sure to stop by the annual Tornado Bake Sale happening tomorrow. All proceeds go to supporting your Fairview athletics. Two points. Free. Parkside foul.
Reaching.
Freak. That's his first personal foul. Justin Sabita for two. Robert Andrew. Three-point basket, Mike Wong.
You're horrible, Parkside!
Freak. 2 points. Freak. Second quarter has come to an end. The third quarter will begin after a 10-minute halftime break. Students, if you're interested in running for any student body position for the next school year, then please visit the counselor's office for more information and to pick up your student body application pack. Jerson Sabita for 2. Two points. Freak.
Your team is weak, Parkside.
That will do it for the third quarter, everyone. Final quarter of play will begin shortly. Fans, we'd like to remind you that we are now serving locally brewed hot chocolate at our concession stands. Woo! Stands located at the north and south entrances. first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Tornadoes, Jerson Sapita. At the line for 2. Timeout, Parkside. Hey, Fairview students, the Tabletop Games Club is now accepting new members. If you have a passion for tabletop games, we'd like you to roll on by. Jerson Sapita. Line for the Tornadoes. Freak. Timeout for the Tornadoes. Sophomores, if you're interested in signing up for driving courses through the school, the deadline is next Tuesday. Please contact Mr. Rockatansky for more information. Shooting for Fairview, Mike Wong. At the line for 1.
Come on now, let's go.
Timeout, Fairview. Two minutes. Dustin Joseph.
All right, settle down now.
Free.
Settle down. Hey, heads up.
Students, the Kite Flying Society is looking for new members. If you have a love for kites, contact Miss Yang for more details on how to follow your
We can guarantee you. What does it mean to be a...
I'm not going to waste your time.
Phenom fans, are you ready for some basketball? Tip-off the state championship has just been a few. We have your Phenoms from parts unknown versus the Dragons from Parkside High. So get in your seats and get ready for fun. It's time for Phenom basketball.
Yeah, we at the spot right now, though. Oh, yeah, you know my boy's about to take it. Look,
I need you to be on your best behavior tonight. This is an important game
give my
for Freak.
phone back. Come on, yo.
Vic, I'm serious.
CC, my dear. Now, I know how important this game is. I'm just trying to make moves, yo. Freaky, he's gonna take it all the way. He's leading this, all right? Business.
Come on, Freak. Show them no mercy.
Hey,
We got this
hold
title.
up,
Come
hold
on.
up. We got this, my boy. We got this. And we taking state, man. We taking state. Hey, he's taking state, though.
Vic, come on. Let's get our seat.
Okay. My man.
Vic, I'm serious.
All right,
Let's go.
yo, she up on me like hard right now, though.
The assessor, Troy Lee. Basket is good by Brian Ilgauskas.
The assist, Freak. That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Phenoms, Ben Bishop. 2 shots.
shots, gentlemen.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Phenoms, Freak. 2 shots. Outside foul. David Moore. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for parts unknown, Brian Ilgauskas. Taking 2 shots.
Freak, thanks to you and your family very much for taking the time to meet with me. I'm going to be honest. Like the
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Like I said, what are you doing? Anyways, where is Freak?
Now, CC, you know your brother. He loves to make a grand entrance. He gets it from your mother. She's always showing up late for work.
I arrive when my services are needed and not before. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm just explaining where he gets it from.
Was I missed?
Boy, where were you?
I was taking out the trash, Mama.
You're such a good son. I'm going to miss you when you go off to college.
Yeah, who's gonna do the trash detail?
Oh, don't worry about that, Pop. Cece could take over.
Not so fast. I'm going wherever you going. Someone has to keep you on track and them college chicks off.
That's right, CC. You help tutor them. I'll take care of the young ladies.
Vic, go home. Why are you even here?
Yo, because I'm the cameraman. You know what? Speaking of which, Freak, you ready? Hey, these young college hotties already hit me up, man. Oh, just tell me in the world which university.
Vic, in due time. Relax, brother.
Yeah, Vic, shut up. Freak was born ready. Now make sure you don't cut off my head because I gotta look fly.
All right, everyone, I'm ready. Vic, you rolling?
Rolling.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone from my coaches to my teammates. You guys taught me the importance of teamwork and working together, so thank you. I'd like to give a big shout out to my main man, Vic, holding the camera down. I ain't gonna ask where you got the camera, but thanks. I'd like to thank my loving parents for sacrificing so much to provide for me and my sister. And I'd like to thank my twin, Cece, for being a great role model in my life. This has been an extremely tough decision. Each school was carefully considered. but I have finally decided to choose. They say everything is bigger in this state, and I feel I will be too. So I'm excited to announce that I will be the newest audition to the University of Texas at Austin. Longhorn Nation.
We're gonna be like a black cowboy, black rodeo, Harlem in the range, pace up in here like, aye. Yo, man, I'm so happy.
Okay.
I'm there, bro.
I plan on bringing a national championship to Austin.
Of course.
All right? It's gonna be tough being so far from home.
That's all right. I'll be there.
I've been preparing for this decision, and I'm ready for the next step. So, I will see you in the Lone Star State. Thanks for watching.
Big Texas. You know it. Hey, I'm about to lasso me some hotties, though. Hey, see, what up?
Go cut off the camera, bro. We're gonna be rolling forever if we...
Burnt orange all day, and you still looking fly.
Why are you even here?
We already been through this, yo. Show them Longhorns, man. Show them Longhorns. Texas!
Frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little dance he does? He came out doing that.
Freaking and vibing?
Oh, my goodness. Freaking and vibing. Yeah, he,
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals and Texas.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. We've got Sanders. Harrell is out there with White. And it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
And here's Texas. Curry attacking. That's good.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Longhorns passing it around. Doherty the pass to Curry. The feed now to Ford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
And we've seen Durant go on to do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
Outside Curry. To the inside. Edwards can't hit.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Out of bounds as Texas keeps possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals, and he gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Texas on D. Price outside. Payton in the corner. Outside Russell. Price kicks to Payton. Outside Russell. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Rush gets the bucket.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Thomas a screen. Curry against Price. From beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. It's Rush outside. Here's Hudson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they pay for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your box.
Both teams making some changes here. And so it's Texas with it. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. On the court for Louisville. Payton is out there with Thomas. Then there's Price. Then it's Russell. And it's Hughes in at the three slot. And stolen by Russell. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Louisville again missing.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it back. Thomas, no good, unable to end this run.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Out to the wing. Hudson dishes to Curry. Shoots from the elbow. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Curry's got his third bucket of the night. And so that's the end of the... And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
On the court for the Longhorns, Curry. He's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harvard.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
The Cardinals shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one misses. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Rozier. Edwards defending. And with that, the Longhorn lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Matt.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Ellis is checked in for Edwards. And the Cardinals making a change here as well. Odom's checked in. Texas leading by 11. And Curry, here we go. He kicks it to Turner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Odom with it. Pass to Rozier. He feeds it to Harrell. Here's Rozier. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cardinals shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Harrell. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Hudson's checked in for the Longhorns. And then for Louisville, Hughes is checked in, and it's Price in for Rozier. Odom with it, picked up by Ellis. Odom against Ellis. Odom, the pass to Harrell. Curry brings the double. Out of bounds, Texas will take possession.
And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hudson kicks to Curry. Turner dishes to Blair. Longhorns passing it around. And it's Russell with the rebound. And here's Price. Thomas a screen on Turner. Price outside. Here's Payton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And Louisville does it with team basketball. I mean, they have their share of players that went on to the NBA. Gorgie Zhang and Earl Clark come to mind recently. But overall, this is a program that relies on the sum of the whole being greater than the individual parts.
On the court for Louisville, Russell is out there with Price. Then there's Payton. Then it's Thomas, and it's Hughes in at the small forward. That one's good, and the Texas lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Payton.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals. Curry's checked in for Texas. 50 seconds left here in the second half of the game.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Payton with a screen on Edwards. Right the pass to Payton. Here's Sanders. The shot is off. Great tee that time from Curry. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Rozier, he's checked in for the Cardinals. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for Texas, Edwards taking 2 shots.
And he's unable to get anything at the line this time. And here are the Cardinals. 6-point game. Count it! And now they trail by just 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the second half of basketball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
There's 21 seconds left here in the second half. There's 18 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Matt. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for the Longhorns. Meanwhile, taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his fourth personal foul. Teams in the penalty. At the line for Texas, Teddy Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. In the corner, Sanders with it. The 3 ball. Can't get it to go. So the Longhorns winning. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for joining us. Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns facing the UCLA Bruins.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get 2 high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. Curry in a 2-guard. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forward. Now here is Ford. Edwards. Can't get it to fall.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Here's Fresh. Out to the right wing. Roberts passes to Fresh. Here's Free. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Shoots a 3. No good from Campbell. 3-on-3. Here's Edwards. No good. The Bruins go the other way with it. Now Campbell. And the pass to Free. To the wing right side. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Curry with the steal. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. Finishes the break with a slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the Bruins go here with a whole new group out there. Morris a screen. It's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. Here's the break. Up the floor. Here's Blair. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Blair's got his first basket of the night. UCLA trails by 4. Starks outside. Johnson the screen. Morris into the lane. He used that pick just right.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
So on the floor for UCLA, they've got Thomas. Johnson is out there with Starks. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Curry. The tray. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Looney comes in for Thomas. And Porter subbed in for Barton. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Curry. 1:07 left to play in the first half. With the Texas Longhorn program, they've had a lot of NBA talent through the years, Greg. Durant being the biggest name, but there are plenty.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is not far behind in terms of his impact. Tristan Thompson, DJ Augustine, Avery Bradley. Been a lot of great Longhorns to play in our league.
And out of bounds as the Bruins gain possession. Here's UCLA. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
.41 seconds left here in the first half of the game. To the inside. Got a piece of it.
Excellent anticipation there. He was laying in the cut, we say. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Texas out in front. They're up by 2. And time now for the halftime break with the second half of basketball right around the corner. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
On the court for the Longhorns, Curry in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the 4 spot. Campbell, the pass to Looney. Second shot opportunity. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Roberts got the first field goal of the second half for the Bruins. Outside Curry. Pass to Doherty. To the wing on the left. There's a screen. Edwards passes to Curry. Missed inside. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
Edwards against Campbell. Back to Curry.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean...
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And, yes, sir, that one drops.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock, but they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Free out there with Porter. Then there's Irvin. Then it's Thomas. And it's Campbell in at the 3 slot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now here's what UCLA is going with on the floor. Roberts is checked in for Irvin. Looney comes in for Thomas. Morris is checked in for Campbell. And Fresh subbed in for Porter. Morris a screen. Pass to Fresh. Curry brings the double. Inside. Here's Morris. And the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Bruins.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. They've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
There's 1:54 left in the second half of basketball. Feeds it to Roberts. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Free passes to Roberts. Here's Looney. Edwards defending. Passes it to Free. 6 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. Ford's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And the pass to Edwards. They set the pick. Here's Curry. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a forceful finish there. The tomahawk, one-hand bang.
It just shows you the strength he has.
And you know what? It wasn't as if the defense wasn't engaged on that possession. It's just a matter of his athletic ability being at another level.
Fresh, the pass to Free. There's the dish to Roberts. Pass to Looney. Doherty against Morris. Pass to Looney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. And he can't bank that one in. And an intentional foul right there. Campbell is checked in for UCLA. 41 seconds left here in the second half. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Here's Roberts. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Outside Curry. Pass to Edwards. Ford up top. Curry against Free. It's Curry with the drive. Edwards with it. Back to Curry. Shot from the top of the key. So the Longhorns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
For Craig Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and the Texas Longhorns.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, we've got Hudson. Trice is out there with Warren, and it's Trice, and it's Randolph in at the 2 spot.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
There's the pick. Trice setting the pick for Randolph. Out to the wing. Price with the ball. The pass to Hudson. 5 to shoot. Trice, dishes to Warren. And the basket good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Now Texas with it. Pass to Doherty. He dishes it to Curry. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Feeds to Trice. Here's the screen. Back to Price. Passes it to Hudson. Puts the move on. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Hoyas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's Blair. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Ward. Picked him clean. Now here's Harkless. He's guarded closely. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Joseph, he's checked in for Hudson. Here's Harkless. They set the pick. Outside Wilson. Pass to Hodges. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Curry kicks to Rush for the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Rush has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Georgetown trails by 5. In the corner, Felix with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Felix has got his first points of the game. Curry against Wilson. Kicks to Blair. Outside Curry. Here's Rush. From past the arc. Joseph with the rebound.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, we got Hodges. And it's Joseph in at the 5 spot. Now here's Harkless, guarded by Curry. Up top, Harkless. Kicks it out to Wilson from deep. And he gets it to go. Wilson's got his first 3 points of the game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
A platoon swap here for Texas. A minute 20 left here in the first half of basketball. Randolph, a screen on Curry. And there's the feed to Randolph for 3. The shot, no good. Now Texas takes it the other way.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Longhorns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2,
Free throw dropped for Thornton. And Thornton drops 2. Georgetown trails by 7. Now Harkless. They set the pick. 40 seconds left here in the first half. And it's blocked by Curry. Launches it. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Now here's Harkless, guarded by Curry. Randolph, no one around him. That doesn't go either for Randolph. Longhorns leading by 10. Curry passes to Davis. And Curry, here we go. It's hauled in by the Hoyas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And so we conclude the first half. Longhorns out front, up by 10. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the second half of college hoops underway. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Curry in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Dort. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Taking a look at the Hoyas. Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. Then it's Trice, and it's Randolph in a 2 guard.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers. Him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Ellis, he's checked in for Curry. Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Hoyas. Curry in a 2 guard. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in a power forward. Hudson dishes to Trice. To the middle. Here's Warren. And Curry pulls it down.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Down low. Here's Warren. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Curry, here we go. 4. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Texas?
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And so he hits both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
In the corner, Randolph with it. No good with the triple.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Curry gets the bucket.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire. With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Texas.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket, and they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
He hits the second from the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
The pass to Gonzalez. They set the screen. Felix kicks to Harkless. Dishes to Felix. Shoots a 3. Cannot hit. And so it's Texas with it. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And it's Davis missing. Now the Hoyas with it. Harkless kicks to Felix. And Curry pulls it down. And here's Texas. They're on a 14-5 run. Outside for Davis. Back to Curry. Here's Warwick. So we see Texas get the win here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Texas Longhorns.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Here's Curry, and he jams it with authority.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Tries again. Hill, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
There's the triple, and good. The three-point shot, good from Curry. Curry's got 7 points.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Step back shot. Can't get it to go. Now Texas takes it the other way. The baseline jam. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player. He just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
A platoon swap here for Texas. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Peyton, and it's Wade in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Greg, I think you were talking about this just a moment ago. We'll be seeing more and more Badgers in the NBA with their recent success. Frank Kaminsky being the most recent NBA product.
And Kaminsky isn't alone. Sam Decker on that squad
right.
will be coming in. How about John Lure and Greg Stielsma and Devin Harris are all fellow Wisconsin alums. You look at the list and you see a lot of guys who know how to do the little things for a team.
Oh, that's blocked. Hawkins with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And with that, the Longhorn lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Wade.
Well-executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And the Badgers with possession here. The Longhorns getting their last shot to go. Decker dishes to Peyton. Now here's Decker. Doherty defending. Shoots off the step back. And with that, the Longhorn lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Decker.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Wade kicks to Walker. Decker with it, working on Doherty. Hawkins passes to Walker.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
So both teams changing it up here. Hill has the open look. The second effort kicks it out to Hawkins. 1:16 left here in the first half of basketball. Here's Kaminsky. That one off the back iron and out.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Wisconsin trails by 10. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. And the Badgers with some changes. Conley's checked in, and Fisher subbed in for Hawkins. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Curry, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forward. And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
And for Texas, Curry in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the four. Curry against Hill. And Curry throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Decker kicks to Hill. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Curry dishes to Ellis. Outside Curry. Pass to Rush. Fires the three. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Rush. And it's now 23 points for Freak.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Hawkins kicks to Hill. Hawkins against Curry. It's Hill on the wing. Wade a screen on Ellis. Here's Hawkins. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Greg. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that three of his own.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Texas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Davis taking 2 shots.
Wisconsin trails by 10, and Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Peyton. Decker is out there with Kaminsky, and it's Conley in at the 1. Evans goes in, makes it off the glass.
And with that matchup, doing what he was able to do there, just muscling inside, he's not going to have a lot of problems.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Decker. He feeds it to Evans. Pass to Hill. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
A floater for Dexter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Wisconsin trails by 6. .59 seconds left to play here in the second half. Hawkins kicks to Hill. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Pass to Doherty. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul. 29 seconds left to play.
That was perfectly designed, Kevin. An easy dunk on that inbounds play.
And the Badgers with possession here. 6-point game.
All right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
And the Badgers with possession here. Evans goes in.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
The three from Hill. No good. So the Longhorns win it. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but...
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia.
With the 5th pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Stephen Curry from the University of Texas.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And
let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top and going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series. First official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Curry.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Like last season, we saw Moni Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, a big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
Here's Capella, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Capella's got his first 2 points. The Nuggets trail by 6. It's Curry with the drive. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. Taking his sum, and there you have it, folks, the very first NBA bucket from Curry.
You know, maybe not the prettiest bucket he'll ever score, but it'll always be the first one.
And the first will make it the prettiest one. Well, no matter how he got it, just a fantastic moment in this young man's career and his basketball life.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for James Harden. Chandler against Beverly.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. From past the arc, and another 3 for Houston.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Chandler kicks to Curry. Puts up a 3. Cannot hit. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring. Earlier, we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty cool.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you? Clarence Jones, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Harden in for Patrick Beverly. So on the floor for Denver, Curry, he's in at point guard. Laverne is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Harris.
Well, let's look back to last year's Nuggets while we've got a moment here, Kevin. 4th in second chance points, 7th in rebounding. And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
And just go revisit those numbers in terms of second chance points. That was elite. And they weren't shy about sticking their nose in there and going after the ball.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Curry passes to Jokic. Curry against Harden. And Curry, here we go. Here's Laverne. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Monty Eunice is checked in for Josh Smith. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Denver. 1:58 left to play in the first half. Stolen by Harden. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now it's a 7-point Houston lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
Arthur dishes to Curry. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Harden can't hit.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Harris kicks to Curry. Beasley with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Chandler, the pass to Curry. And Denver again with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Right wing. The dish to Brewer. That one wide left.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Rockets ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the... Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. An exceptional performance so far from James. He's been making some changes. Smith checked in for Howard. Jones comes in for Michael Beasley. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for James Harden. Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Patrick Beverly out there with Brewer. And it's Smith in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. That's good. The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close. Yeah, the defender all over it.
At the line for 2.
And here's Denver. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. So on the floor for Denver, Curry in at 2 guard. Nurkic is out there with Arthur. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Augustine in at the point guard position. Everly with the ball. So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it out tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow, I'm getting jealous.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting...
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's going to do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
Okay, fans, let's get loud!
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Nuggets come into town for this one. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is... And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala for the Nuggets. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Curry, he's in at the point. Arthur out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Laverne in at the center position.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
They get it again. Azili gets the bucket. Azili's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Stolen away. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Stripped away. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. And the wide open shot from Green. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got his second bucket of the night. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
56 seconds left to play in the first. Here is Livingston. The dish to Green. Curry brings the double. The feed now to Azili. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Livingston. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
It's blocked. At the top of the key, Livingston. Azili kicks to Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Curry with the steal. Here's Barton. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? Some changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Curry is out there with Livingston, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Chandler with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. It's Curry with the drive. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Steph Curry, 4th.
You know, there's no luck involved in being amongst the league leaders in steals. You've got to combine the toughness with the ability to move your feet and the tenacity in going after the ball.
The Warriors making a switch here. Azili's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Arthur's checked in. The Oracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Second free throw, no good.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team. And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Curry kicks to Laverne. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
Oh, here comes Curry all alone. Curry with the defensive effort.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points.
Shooting lots more threes here in the second.
And given their percentages, I'm not sure that's a good idea. They've struggled to connect from the perimeter.
And here's Barnes for 3, and he gets the bucket. Barnes has got the lead back up to 10 now for the Warriors.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good, but they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Nice shot by Arthur.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 8. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And here are the Warriors now. Livingston passes to Curry. From deep, Green, another 3 for Golden State.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Now here's Barnes. Passes to Curry. Outside, Green. With 1 on the clock. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so that's the end of the first half. Warriors lead by 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Bates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. So on the floor for Denver, Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Will Barton is out there at Curry. And it's Laverne in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Livingston dishes to Spates. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get it.
He kicks it to Green. Thompson inside the line. And too long on the shot.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Barton kicks to Curry. Fareed, right side. Thompson against Curry. 4 on the shot clock. To the inside. Shoots from 12. And it's Denver scoring again.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Spates sets a screen. Thompson for 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 8 points for Klay Thompson.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Stolen by Thompson. Drops in the layup for 2. Thompson's got 7 points here in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Green passes to Livingston. Spates sets a screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, Golden State.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Barton dishes to Curry. There's a good screen. Gallinari against Barnes. From 15 feet away, kept alive. Here's Fareed. And he can't jam it through. Here is Livingston, guarded by Curry. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 7. And here is Curry. Pulls up. No good on that last second attempt there. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The floor. Denver also making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Chandler. Curry comes in for Gary Harris. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Augustine. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Steph, Klay, and Dre on the perimeter. That's the Warriors' 5.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Nelson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Iguodala against Gallinari. The pass to Nurkic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Green with the ball. Arthur's there. Nelson with the steal. On its way from Curry for two. Can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And as we head to the final buzzer.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Hey, guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And Curry, here we go. Green with the block. And they're able to recover. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Some changes for Golden State.
Watch it.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward. Stephen Curry.
Well, his shooting percentage up there in the high 50s speaks to how smart his shot selection was. It was really an intelligent game he played, playing the.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everyone.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap.